Click on the subscribe button and remember to press the bell icon for regular notifications from our digital blogger. Hello friends, welcome to our digital blogger. Today we are comparing two discount brokers in India, Zerodha with F6 Online. In this comparison, we will be talking about the company backgrounds, account opening and maintenance charges, brokerage plans, exposure or leverage across segments, research prominency, any sort of trading education they provide, performance of their trading platforms, and some other features that can help you to figure out which of these two stockbrokers is a better choice for you. Let's get started. So as far as company backgrounds is concerned, both are discount brokers. Zerodha was the first company that brought the concept of discount broking in India in the year 2010, while F6 Online, a part of FinServe, was launched in the year 2013. As of now, they have few form collection centers across few metro cities of India. They might not help you like the sub-brokers or franchise offices do, but they might give you some sort of offline help to an extent, but specifically to the metro cities. As far as exchanges are concerned, both of these stockbrokers are members of BSE, NSE and couple of commodity exchanges of India. If you're looking to open an account with them, Zerodha charges you 200 for trading and 100 for Demat account. You also need to pay 300 rupees to maintain your Demat account with them. F6 Online does not charge you to either for opening the account, Demat or trading, or for maintaining those accounts with themselves. So in a sense, entering into the stock market through F6 Online is free. But we also like to advise you that you should look at other aspects and not just get attracted by zero account opening and maintenance charges, because this could be a customer acquisition strategy or a marketing gap. Now let's talk about the brokerage charges. Zerodha charges you nothing for delivery trades. So in case you're buying a stock today and selling it tomorrow or later, you don't need to pay any delivery trades. Other than that, the brokerage charges are 20 rupees at max. Now some of the people get confused here. This is the case with many discount brokers where they have a specific percentage or a maximum cap. For example, if you're trading at intraday level, here the brokerage is at 0.01% or 20 rupees. If you made a trade of, let's say, 1 lakh rupees and you made a trade for that particular amount, for that particular level, your brokerage will be 0.01% or 20 rupees, whichever is lower. That would mean that 0.01% of 1 lakh is, let's say, 10 rupees, correct? So 10 rupees or 20 rupees, which is lower? 10 rupees obviously. So in that particular case, you are going to pay a brokerage of 10 rupees, not 20. So as long as you are trading below 2 lakh rupees in a single trade, you are not going to pay 20 rupees. It's actually going to be less than that. But in any case whatsoever, let's say you're trading for 10 lakh in one go or more than that, then even in those particular scenarios, your brokerage for that particular trade is going to be 20 and not beyond that. So this sort of calculation needs to be done before you make a specific mindset that 20 rupees is a flat rate, which is not the case. Now F6 Online on the other hand gives you a couple of plans. They got a monthly plan at 666 rupees or a yearly plan of 6,666 rupees. You can pay a subscription. It's a one-time cost, and based on which particular plan you choose, you are correspondingly going to pay for that. Now to understand this in detail, we are here at ourdigitalblogger.com. For brokerage, they've got a plan across different segments here. For example, if you're looking to trade at equity level, you need to pay this particular amount for a month and 6,666 for yearly. Now you can choose any segment and correspondingly you pay for a specific month or a year, and above that there is no brokerage. This is the overall sort of a cap or the total value that you need to pay for the brokerage charges for that particular segment. If you're looking to trade with both equity and commodity, then they've got another plan for the whole year at around 10,000 rupees instead of, let's say, 666 into 2, and you are getting a discount there with them. So it really comes from the point, if you are a medium to a heavy trader, these kind of plans make a lot of sense to you. But if you're a beginner or a small investor, then we would advise you to go ahead with the flat rate plan, because these are not really meant for people who are beginning into the stock market. Moving ahead, if we talk about exposure or leverage, for people who don't understand the concept, basically it's a short-term loan provided by your stockbroker at a specific rate of interest. For example, in case you have 10,000 rupees in your trading account balance, you can trade up to 50,000 rupees at intraday level with Zerodha and up to 40,000 with F6 online. In other segments, you can see that you're getting a consistent range of exposure, be it equity F&Os, where the range is 5 to 20 times. In other segments as well, you're getting up to 5 times for intraday trades in these segments. But when it comes to F6 online, they've been very choosy. So they are going to give you exposure in equity and equity futures, currency futures, and then within commodity segment as well, they are going to provide you exposure for metals and crude, but there is no exposure for agricultural commodities. So you have to be very sure what exactly you are going to trade across, and based on that, if exposure is one of your preferences, you can pick out a corresponding stockbroker. Moving ahead, if you talk about customer service, one of the most important facets of stockbroking space in India, but discount brokers generally don't provide you a great or an amazing service, honestly. So if you are looking for a decent customer service, go for full service stockbrokers, but then they will charge you high brokerage charges. Now coming back to these two stockbrokers here, Zerodha provides you email chat, they also give you phone support, they also have offline branches. Then in case of F6 online, email support, live chat, phone and toll-free numbers are also provided. Well, there are offline branches, but these are majorly form collection centers, and those two are available in few cities of India. So in a sense, you can cut that out, and let's say that Zerodha does only provide you email support and phone number. So in terms of communication channels, F6 online has a wider range, so in a way that you can reach to them across multiple platforms. And obviously you have platforms such as social media, be it Facebook, Twitter, or other areas like Google Play Store for reference. So there are other sort of platforms available these days for reaching out to the particular stockbroker depending on the query type from your end. But when it comes to the quality of service, more or less they are same, not much of a differentiation in terms of turnaround time or the quality of resolution or the kind of focus they are providing you as a client. So we won't be able to differentiate a lot between the two. You can pick either of these two stockbrokers, but again marginally, just because the number of communication channels, F6 online is a better one, honestly. Then research and trading products. Now these are again discount brokers. You can't really expect them to provide you daily reports or trading calls. Zerodha doesn't do any of that, while F6 online provides you news alerts through SMS or WhatsApp. They also have email functionality support for their clients for their news alerts. But what Zerodha does is better, or rather in a rare way, is that they provide you trading and education of investment segments. They've got a portal such as Varsity, where you can learn about investing and trading in 11 different Indian languages. So depending on your region, you can pick out any language and you can learn about these different areas of investing and trading through them. Then they also have something called Open Trade, which is basically a social connect platform where you can follow heavy traders, experts of Zerodha who are trading through that particular platform. You can learn from their trades. You will be actually be able to see what trade, which particular stock they have bought, what time did they sell it. In a sense, you are exactly knowing what they are doing with their money and which particular stocks they are looking to invest or trade in, and based on that you can also make your decisions accordingly. So on that particular front, Zerodha being one of the rare stockbrokers doing that, we will give an edge to them. Then in terms of trading segments, if you're looking to trade in IPO specifically, then F6 online between these two stockbrokers provides that functionality for you. Otherwise, Zerodha and F6 are giving you equity, mutual funds, currency and commodity to trade or invest. Now there are some other feature here, but it really depends on your preferences. But specifically in this particular case of Zerodha and F6 online, there is no difference whatsoever. If Zerodha does not provide you, so does the case with F6 online and vice versa. Now let's talk about their trading platforms, and we'll start with the mobile app. We are using Google Play Store for reference here. Now Zerodha has a mobile app called Zerodha Kite, which is rated at 4.2 by around 8,500 users. Out of those, around 10% of those users have rated this app negatively. In essence, the overall satisfaction score stands at around 90%, which is definitely one of the best ones in the market right now. As far as update frequency cycle is concerned, in case of Zerodha, they update the mobile app in a range of 4 to 5 weeks. They used to update that app in 3 weeks, but for some reason the app updation is taking much longer period these days. So 5 weeks can certainly be improved to 4 weeks or less, but that's the case with them. As far as number of installs is concerned, it's in the range of 1 to 5 lakh, again a good number, but there are a couple of concerns with this particular app, especially if you're living in a smaller city, a third tier or fourth tier city. Then you might face interconnectivity issues. Your app might log out at times, and if you want to do technical or fundamental analysis with this particular app, then in that particular case as well, you might face issues with loading of charts using technical indicators. That might be a concern, but again, it really depends on the kind of internet connection you are using and the kind of place you are living in. Other than that, it's definitely a good app, and we will certainly recommend it to you for your regular trading. Now let's move and talk about F6 Online's mobile app, which is also rated at 4.2 by around 500 users. Out of those, around 15% of the users in this case have rated this app negatively. So in a sense, the app is at satisfaction score of 85%, again a good number, but there are a lot of concerns here. Now, one of the biggest concerns I feel is the last update frequencies was done on November 29, 2016. We are recording this video on May 2017, so it's been good 6-7 months. The app has seen an update, well, which is an alarming sort of a number, because generally, as we were talking about Zerodha, we were talking in weeks. But here in this case, we're talking in months, and that too 6 or 7 months, which is a huge period for any mobile app, especially trading app, to see an update. The app install range is in the range of 10,000 to 50,000, a weak number, which could have been improved. And there are multiple issues. Now, there are issues with the app on consuming of data. So this app is designed in such a way that it will consume a lot of your internet data, which should not be the case, because if you look at some of the best performing trading applications in the country right now, for example, there is Fires, there is Zerodha to an extent, there is Motilal Oswal, there is Upstocks to an extent too. So all of these applications do not consume a lot of data. That's one of the best part of these applications, because they are not asking you a lot of high configuration at the same time. But when it comes to apps such as F6 Online's ones, now this is a concerning thing. At the same time, the app lags with the data. So in case you're trading in stock market at intraday level, the data you are watching could be a delayed feed, which people who are doing intraday trading can understand that it's a big problem, because you are trusting that number and you're going to make a profit out of it, but assuming that data is not correct, well, you are in a soup. So basically, in a sense, this app cannot be recommended even after it has attained a rating of 4.2, which is strange, because the kind of concerns this app is going through are kind of very tough ones, or rather in a sense severity 1 or priority 1 issues, which could have been fixed much earlier. But since this app is seeing no update in its last 6-7 months, well, these issues are here to stay. So F6 Online is probably one of the unique cases where after getting rated at 4.2, we are not going to recommend you for your mobile trading. Now let's talk about other trading platforms from these stock brokers. We are using digitalblogger.com for reference here. So we'll start with F6 Online. They've got live F6 Online as a browser-based application. This can be accessed from any browser, be it Chrome, Mozilla, IE or Safari. It can be accessed from any device. It's a responsive application, so it will give you decent user experience across screens, across devices, be it any. And in terms of features, it's high usability. It gives you all kinds of orders to place, and the data in this particular case is real time, so there is very less delay that you can expect from it. As far as technical or fundamental analysis is concerned, it gives you all kinds of charting functionalities or technical indicators or heat maps. So it's a high performance, well designed application from F6 Online. It is an in-house application, so that also definitely brags a lot of brownie points. Now we have also talked about the mobile app already, which certainly needs a lot of improvements. Now we will jump on to Zerodha's page and talk about its trading application. So they've got Kite Web, which is basically a web. solution like in the case of F6 Online. It's also lightweight. One of the best part of this particular platform is that it does not expect a lot of bandwidth, internet bandwidth from you. It can even work at less than 0.5 kbps for working on a market watch functionality, which is one of the most important features to access while you are trading. And it gives you around 100 indicators and 6 different chart types. People who do technical analysis will understand the value of these numbers here, and obviously all kinds of orders as well in place for you. So in a sense, the competition is tough between the two when it comes to web-based applications, and you can actually pick out any of these. We will not tell you that this is best or the other one is best, because both of them are trying hard to make their applications good for their customers at the end of the day. And you can do a demo at yourself and basically check it out for yourself. Then we've talked about the Kite mobile application already at Google Play Store. Then we quickly jump to Zerodha Pi, which is the terminal-based solution. So people who are looking to trade on a heavy level, especially intraday traders, will find this particular application very useful because its high performance speed is one of the biggest USPs of these trading softwares. And in the last 6-7 years, it has seen a lot of updates. So it's a mature application too. In terms of user experience, it's all right. It can be improved honestly, but it is fine, just fine. In terms of technical fundamental analysis, again, like in the case of Zerodha Kite Web, it is exhaustive in nature, and at the same time you can personalize or customize different kinds of notifications and alerts within this application. So again, within all kinds of trading applications we are talking about, it really depends on the kind of trader or investor you are, and based on your behavior or based on your preference of the device, you can pick either of these two stockbrokers on terms of trading platforms of web and desktop. In terms of mobile, we are very clear, F6 Online has a lot to improve. Now let's get back to the comparison. So these were the different areas we've been discussing when it comes to F6 Online or Zerodha. We started with the company backgrounds, pricing, brokerage, customer service, trading products, research, trading education, exposure, trading platforms now. So it really comes down to your preferences, your requirements, your expectations from a stockbroker, and based on that you can narrow down onto your list and finalize the stockbroker for yourself. Now from here, what you have is a couple of options. If you want a call back from Zerodha or F6 Online, or if you are looking for a specific stockbroker that matches exactly with your requirements, what you can do is check out this link, digitalblogger.com/free callback broker choice. Put in your details and preferences there, and we will set up few callbacks for you absolutely free. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching it. We hope you liked it. In case you did, please go and press the thumbs up button. We'll really appreciate that. You can also subscribe to our channel, Digital Blogger, for similar videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching the video again. Bye bye.